This is May 23rd, 2019, and today's highlighted match is Fenix vs. Laredo Kid from MDA, taped on July 29th, 2018 in Coliseo, Monterrey. Rey Fenix got his start in 2005 when he would have just been 14 or 15 years old. He showed up in AAA in 2010 at the age of 20, where he would mostly work until 2016. He really broke out for American audiences in Lucha Underground alongside brother Pentagon Jr. Around the same time, Fenix got his first AAA championship, the Fusion Championship, which was a short-lived championship for their B show Fusion, with Fenix and Hijo del Fantasma being the only champions before it was unified with the AAA Cruiserweight title. Fenix a few months later would also have his first The Crash title, winning their Cruiserweight belt in the summer of 2013. I'm not going to list off all the belts that Fenix has won because we'd be here all day. He has won titles in PWG, Lucha Underground, PDM, AAW, MLW, Impact, and War. In the summer of 2016, either not feeling valued by the company or perhaps realizing he could make more money being an indie attraction, Fenix left AAA. He would return 2 years later in the summer of 2018, he and his brother appearing at a press conference to announce that they would be working Triple Mania, where Fenix won the AAA Mega Championship, which he has yet to defend months later, having won it in August of 2018, nearly 300 days ago. He seems to be AEW bound and will be on their show Double or Nothing this weekend, fighting for the AAA tag titles with his brother Pentagon Jr. versus the Young Bucks, who of course won those tag titles at the AAA event Ray D. Reyes a few months ago. Laredo Kid started in 2003 when he would have been only 16, getting into AAA in 2005 when he would have been 18. He worked for them until 2011 when, much like Fenix, he took a hiatus for a few years, returning in 2008 as well. He isn't as decorated over the past few years as Fenix, but right now is holding 3 titles: the AAA Trios titles with Hijo del Vikingo and Mysticis Jr., the AAA Cruiserweight title, and the LYC Cruiserweight title, LYC being Las Encandados, an indie promotion. Laredo Kid also competed in and won AAA's Lucha Capital Tournament in late 2018, a points tournament that Fenix competed in but abandoned it due to scheduling issues. So both are on a hot streak right now, having returned to AAA and since won championships for that company. Laredo Kid has yet to defend his AAA singles title as well, but has only had it for about a third of the time that Fenix has had his belt. With those bios out of the way, how's the match? Great, nothing was on the line here but pride, which neither man wanted to lose. It was a good contest with the 2 of the best AAA talents of the last decade or so, even if in that 10 years combined they have spent 8 or so years out of AAA. You look at this, then back at the previous match we covered, and it's crazy to think that in the time between these 2 matches, Laredo Kid never got his hands on gold in AAA or some of the bigger indies. Granted, AAA has less titles than the 16 or so that CMLL has floating around, but Laredo Kid is such a good talent, it's weird that Jeff Jarrett had AAA gold in 2018 and Laredo Kid didn't. These guys mesh really well here, and this is the first time they've met one-on-one in Mexico, actually having fought in a tournament in San Diego before this. They haven't worked together as much as I'd have assumed, both being from AAA and early in their careers being around the same position on the card. Laredo Kid in 2019 is finally seemingly getting his due in AAA, while Fenix is as well. He seems to have another option in AEW. Again, like the last 2 days when talking about Jack Evans and Angelico, I wonder if AEW and AAA will butt heads or become less friendly if AEW keeps Pentagon and Fenix too busy stateside to work big AAA events. I'm not even sure that AEW realizes the guy they booked for a tag match is AAA's top champion. I need to watch more MDA. Oftentimes these Lucha indie shows don't feel like they bring the best out of the big performers. So often it feels like, for lack of a better word, a house show. Legends hitting their spots and using silly weapons to attack one another. This didn't do that, as you'd assume from these 2. Really love this tope that Fenix did. Doesn't look earth-shattering, but both guys coming to a stop in the seats and catching their breath was a big highlight for me. Lucha TV uploaded this, and they upload and stream lots of great indie Lucha. A must-follow for any Lucha fan using YouTube, which should be all Lucha fans. If the series teaches you anything, it should be the wide breadth of great Lucha content tucked away on YouTube somewhere. That's all for today's match review. This is Lost in Lucha signing out.